Hola a todos, buenos días, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Estoy muy bien y estoy muy contenta de estar aquí con vosotros. Hello everybody, how are you? It's Miss Allen here and I'm fine and I'm really happy to be here with you. So I've got a little Spanish lesson here for you and it's on the topic of the weather. So I'd like you to treat it like a normal lesson, like you did last time with the lesson about the present tense. I'd like you to copy down the title and write the date in Spanish as well if you can. And let's start up by trying to match up the vocabulary with the pictures. So remember, it's the weather. So look at the words, see if you can make any links between the words and the pictures. You'll need to pause the recording now to be able to do that. Okay, right, let's see how you did. So the first one, hace frío. Frío. What does that make you think of? Hace frío. Frío means cold. So hace frío goes with the blue thermometer because it means it's cold. The next one, hace sol. Hace sol means it's sunny because sol comes from anything to do with the sun. So think about a solarium or a solar eclipse. It all involves sun. Hace calor. Hace calor means it's hot. Okay, so the red thermometer means that it's hot. Hace buen tiempo. Now, hace buen tiempo means it's good weather. You might have recognised the word buen. Hace buen tiempo. For it is good weather. And then we've got the last two, which are just verbs on their own. We've got llueve and nieva. Now, llueve means it's raining, and nieva means it's snowing. How did you do? Did you get 6 out of 6? Don't worry if you didn't. We're going to learn a lot more about it this lesson. Okay, so moving on, let's do a little bit of practice of how to pronounce these things. So if I say que tiempo hace, looking back at the list of vocabulary that you've made, you can see that the picture is indicating that it's cold. How do you think you say it's cold? So if I said, ¿Qué tiempo hace? What's the weather like? And you wanted to tell me it's cold, you start off with hace in the red box. Hace frío. Say after me, hace frío. Very good. Okay, next one. ¿Qué tiempo hace? ¿Qué tiempo hace? ¿Hace frío? No. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Hace calor. Repetid. Hace calor. Muy bien. El siguiente. ¿Qué tiempo hace? ¿Hace frío? No. ¿Hace calor? No. Hace sol. Sí, hace sol. Muy bien. Repetid. Hace sol. Muy bien. El siguiente. ¿Qué tiempo hace? ¿Qué tiempo hace? ¿Hace frío? No. ¿Hace calor? No. Hace sol, sí, pero es un poco diferente. Hace buen tiempo, sí, es la verdad. Hace buen tiempo. Ahora, repetid. Hace buen tiempo. Muy bien. Ahora, algo diferente. Here's something different. Now, have a think. What do you think this picture means? It could mean stormy. It could mean thunder and lightning. But what I want you to understand it as is it's bad weather. Okay, so it's all the bad stuff. It's rain clouds, it's rain, it's possibly a storm as well. Okay, now in Spanish, bad weather is hace mal tiempo. Hace mal tiempo. Repetid. Hace mal tiempo. Muy bien, muy bien. ¡Qué pronunciación! What good pronunciation. Now, the way you can remember it is, we've figured out by now that tiempo must mean weather. Tiempo is weather. Mal always means something bad, doesn't it? Think about all the words in English that involve the word mal as a prefix, like malnourished, maltreated, I can't think of any more, but I bet you can. Okay, so mal means bad. Hace mal tiempo. It's bad weather. Next one. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Now, we haven't had this one yet either. So what does the picture mean? Yep, it means it's windy. So the word for it is windy in Spanish is you start with your hace again, hace in the red box, hace viento. And remember, pronounce your V a bit like a soft B, okay? Entonces, repetid, hace viento. Muy bien. Ahora, el siguiente. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Llueve. Llueve. We had that one earlier, so we know that one. Llueve. Y el siguiente, ¿qué tiempo hace? Can you remember what it was for it snowing? Nieva. And the way I always like to remember this one is it nearly never snows. And we always want it to, but it nearly never does. So nieva sounds a bit like never, doesn't it? So repetid, nieva. Muy bien, muy bien. Ahora vamos a hacer un poco de escuchar. A little bit of listening. Okay, so for this, wherever you've been making your notes, and hopefully you have been making notes, seeing as it is a proper lesson, wherever you've been making your notes, I'd like you to write down the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to say 6 sorts of weather, and you need to write down the weather in English. So let's do the first one together because you can see what it is already, just to give you an example of how I'm going to do this. Okay, right, número 1. Hace sol. Hace sol. So hace sol means sunny, so you would have just written down sunny, and I'll say each one twice. Okay, are you ready? Número 2. Hace frío. Hace frío. Número 3. Hace calor. Hace calor. Número 4. Hace mal tiempo. Hace mal tiempo. Número 5. Nieva. Nieva. Y número 6. Llueve. Llueve. Okay, right, let's see how you did. So number 1 we know was sunny, because that was the example, and we did that together. Número 2. Number 2. Cold. I said hace frío, which means it's cold. Number 3, I said hace calor. So the answer was hot. It's hot. Number 4, I said hace mal tiempo, which means bad weather. Well done. That was a hard one. Number 5, getting a bit harder, nieva. Nieva means snowing, or it is snowing, or it snows. So well done if you got that. And then the last one, which I haven't focused on much this lesson, but hopefully you got it, is llueve. And llueve is raining. It's raining. Okay? Now the thing about llueve is it's got a double L at the beginning. Okay? In Spanish, you'll see lots of words with a double L. How do you pronounce that double L? That's right. You say it like the letter Y. So, ly, ly. That's how you need to say it. So, llueve means it's raining. So it starts with a double L. Llueve en una ciudad se llama Sevilla. What do you think that means? Llueve en una ciudad se llama Sevilla. So this sentence involves lots and lots of double L's. Llueve en una ciudad se llama Sevilla means it's raining in a city called Seville. Llueve en una ciudad se llama Sevilla. See if you can say it. Llueve en una ciudad se llama Sevilla. Llueve en una ciudad se llama Sevilla. Do you like tongue twisters? Here's another one. Try saying this one. So, 3 pollos bolos peludos, 3 peludos pollos bolos. 3 pollos bolos peludos, 3 peludos pollos bolos. Can you do that one? So the double L's have to sound like a Y, but the normal L's, just L's on their own, they just sound like normal L's, okay? Have a bit of fun with that one. You can pause the video if you like and just keep doing that one and see if you can do it really, really quickly. It's a Spanish tongue twister. Okay, Right then, this time I want you to do a little bit of writing. So we know that the question, which is the title here, ¿Qué tiempo hace?, means what's the weather like? And so the challenge I'm proposing to you is for you to write a sentence for each city on my map of Spain. So if I said, for example, number 1, can you find number 1 on the map? A Coruña. A Coruña is in the north of Spain. And if I said, ¿Qué tiempo hace en A Coruña? So the example says, en A Coruña llueve, which means in A Coruña it's raining, because you can see there's a picture of a rain cloud. I want you to do that for all 7 places on the map. I want you to write, copy out the one we've done for number 1, A Coruña. Then for number 2, can you find number 2? It's Bilbao. Okay, Bilbao, you might think, oh look, it's hot, but that temperature gauge is very low, and it's got ice on top of it, so it's cold, or it's got snow on top of it. So I want you to say in Bilbao, it's cold. And number 3, you've got a place in the centre called Valladolid. Valladolid, it's bad weather. Number 4, in Barcelona, number 4, it's windy. Number 5, in Madrid, it's snowing. Number 6, Murcia, which is where my family are from. In Murcia, it looks like it's lovely and sunny. And then in Malaga, number 7, it's sunny as well. So I want you to write me out 7 sentences telling me what the weather is like in each of the places. And as you can see in the example, the first word is en. En means in. So you say in, then the place, and then the weather. Okay, pause the recording now to see how you get on with that. Good luck. Okay, jolly good. Let's see how you got on with that. So respuestas. Respuestas means answers. Here we go. So number 1, we already did this one together. We said en A Coruña llueve. Great. Number 2, número 2, en Bilbao hace frío. That's what you should have written. En Bilbao hace frío, because I told you it was cold. And number 3, en Valladolid hace mal tiempo. In Valladolid, it's bad weather. Número 4, en Barcelona hace viento. In Barcelona, it's windy. Número 5, en Madrid nieva. In Madrid, it's snowing. Número 6, en Murcia hace sol. In Murcia, it's sunny. Número 7, en Málaga hace sol. In Malaga, it's sunny. How did you do? Well done. Very good. Okay, now something else for you to jot down. Las estaciones. What do you think las estaciones means? Las estaciones. Any ideas? I think we might have come across this before, actually, when we did the months of the year. That's right, it's the seasons. So let's see if you remember your seasons. En primavera. En primavera? What do we think that means? En primavera. That's right, it means in spring. So next, en verano, obviously, is in summer, good. En otoño is in autumn. And en invierno means in winter. Very good. Should we practice saying those? So say after me, en primavera. Muy bien. And next one, en verano. Muy bien. En otoño. Perfecto. Y en invierno. Fenomenal. Muy bien. Muy bien. So make sure that you've written those down and write down what they mean. There's nothing to stop you drawing pictures as well if you want. When you wrote down the vocabulary for the weather, I'll be more than happy if you drew pictures as well. That would be lovely. Okay. Ahora tenemos una mapa de la América del Sur. So here we've got a map of South America. Okay, we've got certain places plotted on there. We've got 4 places marked on the map. Okay, so a challenge for you. I want you to draw me the little table that's at the bottom, but I want you to make it a little bit bigger than it is there. I want it to look like this. I want it to have 4 rows because there's 4 speech bubbles, so there's 4 people. Okay, I want you to do 4 rows and then all the columns that are listed there. So I want you to include the name for each person, what town they live in, what country they live in, and then the weather in some of those seasons. Now, they're not going to list all of the seasons. Some of them only mention 2 seasons. One of them might mention all of the seasons. It's up to you to write down the weather for the seasons that they mention. Okay, everything you write in this grid needs to be in English, because that's how you show me that you've understood what's in the speech bubbles. So pause the recording now, take your time, draw your grid, and then read the speech bubbles. Try not to look anything up, but if you really have to, that's fine as well. But I think you'll probably be fine using your notes to help you and just guessing at some of it, using what you know about Spanish already. Okay? We'll go through that in a moment. So pause the recording now. Right. Respuestas otra vez. Let's go through the answers again. Let's have a look then. So the first one was Marcos. And Marcos lives in Esquel, which is in Argentina. So hopefully you knew that Argentina was the country, so therefore Esquel must have been the town in Argentina. Now when it comes to weather, he didn't mention spring, but he did say that in summer it's sunny and in winter it snows. Okay? So he didn't mention spring or autumn, so hopefully you've left those blank. Now the next one, and I should have explained going across the way, would be Martina. Now if you haven't done Martina next, find where you have done Martina and mark it now. Now Martina lives in Punta Arenas in Chile. So again, hopefully you realised that Chile is the country, so therefore Punta Arenas must be the town. And she said that in summer it's good weather, but it rains as well. And that was it. She didn't say anything else about the rest of the seasons. Okay, the next one is Samuel. And Samuel lived in Nazca in Peru. So Peru is the country, Nazca is a town in Peru. And he said that it was sunny in spring, sunny in summer, sunny in autumn, and sunny in winter. He also said it never rains. So I don't know if you've written that down as an extra bonus, but well done if you did. And so the last one is Rosa. And Rosa lives in La Paz, and La Paz is in Bolivia. Okay, so Bolivia is the country, Bolivia, and La Paz is the capital of Bolivia. And she said that in summer it's hot and it rains. And she said in autumn it's cold, and in winter it's cold. But she didn't mention anything about spring. Now that was quite tricky, all of that. If you managed to get all of that right, that's outstanding. That really is. If you got most of it right, big pat on the back for you. Well done. And if you found it really, really difficult, don't worry. Just go back, watch this video again, do what I did and repeat the words over and over again, write them down, do look, cover, write, check. Do all the things that you would normally do when you're learning vocabulary and becoming familiar with things. Okay? But the weather is quite a nice topic. And as I said, I'm happy if you want to go back and draw pictures to go with the vocabulary. And if you're happy with what you've done, feel free to take a photo of it and you can send me the photo on Show My Homework. I'd love to see it. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you got on, whether you liked it, whether you want any more work on the weather. And I can come up with some ideas for what you can do then. But very well done. Good. And finally, hasta la vista, cariños, y cuidaos mucho. What do you think that means? Hasta la vista? See you later. So see you later, lovelies, and take good care. Señorita Allen. Adios.